Hey guys, Kristen from Premier Fitness here. Today I've got a chest workout planned for us. It's going to be 3 exercises. Before we get into that, you are going to need some equipment for this, so just any form of a weight. For me, I've got a half-filled gallon of water. You could use a book if you'd like, maybe your laundry detergent. Now it's just going to be for some presses, so I'll show you that real quick so you know what weight to grab. So you just be holding it like this and pressing it straight out. And I'll get more details on that workout, that exercise when we get to it, just so you know what weight to grab. Now the 3 workouts we're going to be doing are push-ups, those presses, and we're going to do tricep dips on the floor. If you can't do push-ups, that's completely fine. I'm going to show you some alternatives you can do real quick before we get started. So let me show you those real quick and then we'll get into the warm-up. So one you can do is on the wall, just perform regular push-ups. I'll just show you kind of the angle. You have both hands on the wall and you just do push-ups just like that, completely. Everything's normal, just on the wall, so it's easier. Now if you have a stable surface, like I like to use the stairs or a couch, you can do incline push-ups, so same idea. I'm not going to do them on this chair here because it could move. I'll just show you. You'd be like about that angle, and you just do the push-ups. And then the more difficult one, but not as difficult as actual push-ups, just do them kneeling. So just regular push-ups, but resting on your knees instead of your feet. So you can do any of those 3 or actual push-ups if you're able to for this workout today. And if you need to switch through them throughout the workout as you get tired, go ahead, and I'll be showing them throughout the workout as well. All right, let's get right into the warm-up. So we're going to start with arm rotations. You can start forwards or backwards. I'll be starting backwards. Small circles, wide circles, doesn't matter, as long as you're getting those arms moving. Do this for another few seconds, and then we'll switch to moving the opposite direction. All right, and a switch. Next, we'll be going into an above the head chest stretch, so I'll show you that. We want to try and keep this more dynamic, so keep moving. So just bring your arms up over your head. You can touch your elbows if you can, if not, just whatever's comfortable. And just lean back, open up that chest and stretch. You might feel your back a little as well as you're leaning back, and just kind of keep moving forward. Open up that chest on the way back. Keep your neck nice and relaxed. All right. Next stretch. It's quite similar, but behind your back this time. So elbow to elbow if you're able to. If not, just grab onto wherever. All right. And you'll just open up your chest and stretch back to loosen back up, and then stretch back again. Don't be straining your neck during this. Just focus on opening up that chest, shoulder blades back. You could even do this without putting your arms behind your back if you'd like. Just push back those shoulder blades. The shoulders, push those back, open up the chest. All right. Now, because we're doing tricep dips on the floor, that does work your shoulders a little bit, so we're going to stretch those out some. So cross body arm stretch. So bring your arm over your body, and with your opposite arm, pull on it just a little bit. Don't force it too much, and just switch arms back and forth between that for a minute. Feel the stretch. Keep it nice and dynamic. Try not to hold for too long. All right. Now another similar stretch. So you're going to have your arms behind your back. Clasp your hands however you find comfortable. I usually go like this, or you can interlace your fingers. And you're just going to bring them up however far you can. I go out to here. If you can't go that far, perfectly fine, as long as you're stretching out. Keep moving. And just do that a couple of times. And then we'll get right into the workout. So the workout, we're going to start with the first 2 exercises. It's going to be 10 reps of push-ups, whichever variation you'll be doing. And then we'll be doing 10 reps of the press with your weight. We'll repeat that 5 times. We'll have a rest in between each round, and then we'll go into tricep dips on the floor. All right, so let's start with the push-ups. I'll show you regular push-ups first. So find your space on the floor. If you need a mat, go ahead and have that set up. So rest on your knees for now as you're getting situated. Hands just about from your shoulders. Show you the same for your arms, out like that. We'll be going out like this. So your elbows will flare out a little bit. They're not going to be against your sides because that's working more of your triceps. All right, so when you lift up, keep your body nice and straight and still. Don't sag or lift up your hips too much. All right, and you want to go down to break 90. So that means 90 degrees with your arm. And back up. So the upper part of your arm should be parallel with the floor. And we'll be doing 10 of those. And then we'll jump right into our press. Keep your neck relaxed, don't force it up or down. And we'll do 10. If you need to switch to an easier variation, partway through your workout, go ahead. You can keep pace with me, go faster, go slower, whatever works. All right, drop me on the floor. Grab that weight, stand back up. So you're gonna place the weight or the object you have in between your hands, fingers facing outwards. Now it's up against your chest, hands about in line with your shoulders, and you're just gonna push out, holding the tension the whole way, 10 times. And make sure you're breathing through this. Turn the side for you. And really squeeze together when you're out here like that. Bring it back in. All right. Let's get a quick 30-second rest. Great time to drink your water. Catch your breath. Relax. Sit down if you need to. Perform any of our warm-up stretches if you need to. You don't have to worry about keeping your heart rate up or anything. Just relax. All right, get ready for the next round. All right, now I'll show you the kneeling push-ups. So just like the push-ups before, same placement of the hands. Same, you don't want to sag your back or anything. Relax your neck. Break 90 on the way down with your arms parallel to the floor. Pivoting off your knees. 10 times. All right. Grab your weight again. Into the presses. Let's get 10 of these. All right. Push out, squeeze together. Back in. Push your hands together through the whole movement. That really helps you hold that tension. Two more. All right, another rest. Now, if you weren't able to find the weight or find the weight's too heavy for that, you can just clasp your hands together and perform the workout just like that. That's also good for as you get tired as you go. Switch to a lighter weight, switch to no weight. All right, get ready to start our third round. Okay, third round. All right, 10 more push-ups. Now, if you'd like to make it more difficult, you could let down slower. Or even if you have weights, have someone set a weight on your back. All right, let's get right into these presses. All right, halfway there, 5 more. And breathe out when you push out. All right, last one. All right, 30-second rest. And we got 2 more rounds of that, and then we'll go into tricep dips on the floor. So you don't need any equipment to do those. I'll also show you a variation of those as well to make them easier if needed. We got 10 more seconds of a rest. All right. All right, let's get into those 10 push-ups. Now if you need to switch to an easier variation during your set, that's completely fine. You could start with regular push-ups. And say you can only do 5. You can switch to on your knees to finish up the rest of your 10. Whatever it takes to get in the 10 push-ups, or as many as you're able to do. If you're not able to do the whole 10, that's fine. You can build up to it over time. Now let's get these 10 presses in. All right. Hold that tension the whole way. Push your hands together on that weight. Push out. We squeeze that together. And repeat that 9 times. Almost done with these 2 exercises. Really give it all you got. All right, 5 more. Keep that neck relaxed. Keep that tension in your muscles. Do 1 extra because I lost count. All right, another 30-second rest, and we got our last round of push-ups and presses. Catch your breath. Got about 10 more seconds of this rest. This is the last round, so try to really push yourself on these push-ups, but do whatever it takes to get them done. So if you need to switch to the easiest variation, doing it on the wall, that's completely fine. All right. Try not to sag your back if you feel yourself sagging. Switch to an easier variation. Breathe out when you push up. That's 5. Now if you're going slow, that's fine. Not to strain your neck. All right, 2 more. Okay. 10 of these presses and that's it. We'll get a bit of a rest and we'll go into the dips. Almost done. Hold that tension. Now if you feel like you need to do more and this isn't, you're not feeling it enough, feel free to do more. And if you're watching this later, not as a live, you can just skip the rest times, adjust the rest times, whatever you need. Shorter rest times make it more difficult. Pause the video and rest for longer if it's too difficult. All right, bit of a longer rest here, so keep resting, and I'll show you the tricep dips on the floor. All right, so you're gonna sit on the floor like this. You'll have your hands behind you, not too far away from you, relatively close. Fingertips facing your body. You'll lift off of the floor, and you'll bend at the elbows and back up, pushing with your triceps. You may feel it a bit in your shoulders as well. And when you come down, try not to rest on the floor. Just barely touch it and push back up. And if that's too difficult for you, you could rest on the floor, rest for a minute, and then push back up. Or you could also do, just hold yourself up, and instead of bending so much, just do a much smaller range of motion and kind of pulse. All right, so we'll be doing 10 reps of those, and we'll be doing 5 sets of 10. So take another sip of your water if you need to. Take some deep breaths. And let's get into those tricep dips. All right, sit on the floor, legs bent, arms behind you, fingers facing your body. Keep your neck relaxed, don't be straining it back or forward. All right, and your arms will be just outside of your body, right underneath your shoulders. Okay, it's barely behind you now. Lift up off the floor. You can lift up further like this if you need to get more range of motion. I go like this, bend the elbows, barely touch the floor, and push up. And repeat that 10 times. Feel that in your tricep as you're bending your arms. Try to hold your body steady. Don't be moving up and down like that. Move with your triceps. It can be difficult to get the hang of. You're going to need to engage your abs a little bit to hold your body steady. All right? And now we go to 30-second rest. And if you need to do any stretches during this, you can do the tricep stretch over your head. Just try to keep it more dynamic. You don't want to be holding a static stretch in the middle of a strength workout. Arm rotations, if that helps you, just make your arms loosen up. All right. And back into more dips. Now this time, I'll show you one easier variation so you can watch it for the whole set. I just lift off the floor, but don't bend as much. So it'll be a smaller range of motion. So instead of going like this, you'll just be more of a pulse. All right, let's get another rest in. 3 more rounds to go, and then we'll go into our cool down stretches, which will actually be the same as our warm-up stretches. Nice and simple. And that's the cool down. You could hold the stretches as more of a static stretch if you'd like. Really good way to stretch the muscles out. All right, 5 more seconds of this rest, and we got 10 more tricep dips. All right. Now if this is hurting your wrist at all, having them like this, you could try resting on your fist instead. It's more difficult to do though. It's not quite the same movement. Or if you do have dumbbells at home, that's a very easy way to not hurt your wrist so much, rest on the dumbbells instead. Kind of hold on to those. Two more. All right, another 30-second rest. Now let me show you real quick, facing this way. Since you're getting a bit more tired, your elbows may start to flare out like this. Try your best not to do that. Try to keep them more straight back, not flaring out to the sides. You don't want to get hurt doing this. So if it does start flaring out to the sides too much, take a little more rest time. Maybe switch to the easier alternatives, where it's more of a pulse or you're resting on the floor. All right, back into the tricep dips. Now I'll show resting on the floor this time. So instead of just barely touching the floor back up, you can actually let down, sit and rest for a second, and then push back up from there. It kind of halts the movement, so it can feel a little weird starting back up from that, but it does give your triceps more of a rest. Now back to normal. All right, last 30-second rest. Then we have one more set of tricep dips, and then we'll get into our cool downs. I really love this. Has a nice quick chest workout. You definitely feel it in the triceps, and I love the presses. It's a great way to get a good amount of push-ups in as well, because you are doing 50 push-ups for this workout, but it doesn't feel nearly as challenging as 50 push-ups all at once. All right, last set of tricep dips, 10 reps, right? All right, all done with that. Now take a second to breathe if you need to, and let's get into our cool down stretches. All right, now since we just worked our triceps, I'm going to start with the overhead tricep stretch. I'll start with the right arm, so arms overhead, bend your right arm, grab on to that right arm, the elbow with your left hand, and pull it just slightly back further. Keep your neck relaxed, don't be straining your neck through this. And just pull it just a little bit, don't force it too much. And I like to let my arms down, nice and loose, and back up, switch to your left arm this time. So bend your left arm, grab onto that left elbow with your right hand, and pull that arm back just a little bit, nice and gentle. Really feel that stretch. And we'll do that a couple times on each arm. Try not to take short breaths, take longer, deeper breaths. Don't be straining your neck down too much. Like I said, don't be forcing it down. Just kind of move it forward just enough for your arms to have space. Keep the rest of your torso and your legs relaxed. Don't be forcing it too much, straining anything. Okay, let's do our left arm one more time. And if you're pulling on your elbow and it doesn't feel like quite enough to you, you could hold down just a little bit further if you need to. So you put your hands on the back side of your arm and pull from there. Just make sure you're not forcing anything too much. All right, let's get into some arm rotations real quick. So I'm starting with backwards. Okay? You can like do nice large circles if you'd like. And let's switch to forwards. All right, and we're going to go into our chest stretches next. And then we'll finish up with the shoulders like we did for the warm-up. So, let's start with the above the head, arms above your head. Grab onto your elbows if you can. If not, grab onto your arm, wherever you find comfortable. All right? And just put your arms back, neck relaxed, and just kind of feel it open up. Open up your chest. You kind of feel it in your back a little, those muscles pulling together. You can hold that stretch if you'd like to, hold it back. We're gonna switch into the behind your back, which is quite similar. I feel like it opens up your chest better. So arms behind your back, grab onto those elbows if you're able. If not, just grab onto your arms. And you just wanna stretch back, open up your chest, roll those shoulders back. And you can hold that stretch. You could relax and then go back into the stretch, whichever you feel works best for you. If you need to, it might help you feel the stretch a little deeper if you lift your arms up like this instead of just resting on your back. Just make sure you're not forcing them back. All right, let's get into the arm across your body. It's a cross body arm stretch. I start with the right arm, bring it over. Have your left arm or hand right about behind your elbow of your right arm. It's being stretched. Pull it back just a bit. So this is when my arm naturally stops. Pull it back just a bit. Now if you don't regularly do this stretch, don't be forcing it back too far. Just however it's comfortable. Now let's switch. Same thing, but with your left arm. Now if you feel like more dynamic works better for you, feel free to do that. This gets a nice deep stretch. Right. Let's repeat that on both arms. Then we got one more stretch after this and we're all done. Okay, so this is the arms behind your back again. Clasp those hands together. Remember how you can. You can hold it here or keep it dynamic, whichever you feel works best. Don't be forcing your neck or anything, nice and relaxed. You're stretching with your arms. All right, that's it for this workout. Thanks for watching.